Braden Cloutier and Orange County Soccer Club return on to Champion Soccer Stadium here in OC Great Park to take on Las Vegas Lights FC. Orange County fresh off of a thrilling 4-3 win against Phoenix Rising FC. Las Vegas Lights were dispatched over at St. Louis FC by a score of 4-1, and they come colliding here in Irvine, California. Tonight's matchup brought to you by Renaissance Club Sport. Tyler Terrence along with Matt Stubbington. So glad that you could join us for what should be a very entertaining 90 minutes. And Las Vegas Lights FC, Matt, as of late, they have not been able to get the consistent results, and really, it hasn't been consistent performances as of late either, because it's just been discipline for them. They lead the USL in yellow cards at 66. 11 of those belong to Joel Huiki, who's going to be missing the next 3 games for reaching that, I guess we can call, milestone of sorts.
No, it's not a milestone that you want to be reaching, and it's just silly decisions in silly areas, giving your opponents opportunities, and that really makes it difficult for you. Well, technical director Chellis in the week said consistency is discipline. The only way to find consistency is to be disciplined. We'll have to see what they do tonight. You can't do things like that. There's no place for that in the game of soccer. He gets a 3-game suspension, Gardeno, and it's just affecting the amount of players available for Las Vegas Lights.
Meanwhile, for Orange County and Braden Cloutier, all systems are a go after they picked up a massive result on the road in Scottsdale, Arizona, taking down Phoenix Rising FC by a score of 4-3. Michael Seaton is our Shire player to watch because he was phenomenal. 2 goals and an assist against Phoenix.
Oh, he's a wonderful player, mobile up top, has the eye for goal, gets his teammates involved as well. And he'll look for a really big performance up top with Ernie Volson to see if they can find a way to put 3 points on the board tonight and find a way to get into a tie on points with Real Monarchs.
Orange County SC on a nice little unbeaten streak. Meanwhile, Las Vegas Lights FC have been trading wins and losses over their past 4 games or so. This Las Vegas team desperate for 3 points. Orange County with an opportunity to draw level with the Real Monarchs on points on this Wednesday night in the USL. It's Las Vegas and Orange County when we come back.
New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade. The perfect blend of real ginger taste with a splash of real juice. Are you ready to taste Nirvana?
Hey, honey! Do we want to taste Nirvana?
Yeah, sure.
How long have you been sitting in my yard?
Since Tuesday. Try New Canada Dry Ginger Ale and Lemonade.
First ever meeting between Orange County Soccer Club and Las Vegas Lights FC almost underway here from Irvine, California. Tyler Terrence along with Matt Stubbington as we are just moments away from kickoff. Orange County with a very real opportunity to put some pressure on the Real Monarchs to get results in their next coming games. And we'll take a look at the starting lineup for Isidro Sanchez and El Chelis on this magnificent Wednesday. And the starting 11s are brought to you by Subaru Orange Coast. And Matt Stubbington, what are we looking for from this Las Vegas side?
Well, it's going to be really interesting. It's a short roster because there's only 3 outfield players available tonight. You look for Salgado, he's up top. He'll be looking for some goals to add to the 2 that he already has. There's some inexperience on the back line playing together. Avila has 11 appearances this season. Inigo, 4 games he's appeared in. Perez, 2 games. And Herrera Pala, only 10 games. So it's going to be really important for those to combine and communicate with each other. For the home team, up top, you've got a really good goal scorer in Michael Seaton, and he's partnered with Annie Voltson. He's in the Golden Boot race with 13 goals this season. And then look at Aidan Quinn and Christian Duke. A lot of experience in the center area of the park. They'll look to control things and connect with those 2 forwards in front of them.
And here is a look at the Golden Boot race that Matt mentioned. Cameron Lancaster simply just jumped into the conversation with his hat-trick performance against New York Red Bulls 2 in a 10-goal scoring bonanza. Thomasina Voltson was able to get one against Phoenix Rising FC. He's now on 13 as well. And Matt, you know, we take a look at this Orange County side, one of the best scoring teams in the USL. Las Vegas, meanwhile, have had some troubles at the back. A lot of people are pegging Orange County to simply just dismantle this Las Vegas side. And, you know, we're going to take a look at these keys to the match from Synchronicity. And, you know, for Orange County, it's just going to come down to winning those 50-50 balls. And Las Vegas, what do we got?
Well, for Las Vegas, they like to press high, and they have to maintain their focus. And it's not only being disciplined and not giving away silly fouls, it's staying in the moment, stay within the game, and make sure that you compete for the full 90 minutes. For Orange County, they've got to make sure that they win the second or even third balls, because Las Vegas, they don't pass the ball a lot. Look to hit the ball long and put the backs under pressure. But if you can win that second ball, things should be pretty easy for Orange County tonight.
Timothy Ford is our head referee for tonight's match, and we are officially underway from Champion Soccer Stadium. Tyler Terrence, Matt Stubbington, so glad you could join us for this Wednesday slate in the United Soccer League in week number 23. Orange County off and running immediately. Kobayashi with potentially a goal-saving tackle in the first 15 seconds of the match.
Concerningly, that's your holding midfielder from the central position that is making that tackle. Where will the back fall?
First 15 seconds is an opportunity to sort of recap these two sides and what the recent performances have been, but Orange County letting you know exactly what they've been up to, and that's been scoring goals. They haven't lost a match since July 7th against LA Galaxy 2, a game that Braden Cloutier just sort of said that was a one-off in our conversation with him earlier in the week and the weeks leading up to it. And since then, it's been 17 goals for, only 8 against. And they're coming off of that magnificent result over at the Phoenix Rising Soccer Complex. They were up 4-0. Ended up conceding 3 goals late, but you always had a feeling that Phoenix were going to be able to at least chip their way into the lead and not be shut out at home.
Phoenix Rising, they're a good goal-scoring team in their own right. They would want to come back, hit the post as well.
Vegas play the set piece short, free header in the box. It'll fall for Avila, still fighting for it. Aidan Quinn got a touch to it and eventually cleared away by OCSC. Here Isidro Santres encouraging Las Vegas to go ahead and win the second ball, which is our key to the match for Orange County. As Ina Voltson looked like was going to be offside. It was cleared away. It will remain with Orange County. It's time for our Hogue Orthopedic Institute injury report. And the good news for Braden Cloutier in Orange County, it's empty. They'll be able to win a free kick early on. A couple of decent chances for both sides in the opening 120 seconds.
Actually empty for Las Vegas as well. Injury report. Athletic trainers are doing a good job.
Or no job at all.
I can tell you that. Athletic trainers are always doing a job.
Of course, Segber's taken down. It's Darwin Jones. And another free kick for Orange County.
Yes, I gotta say that because my wife is a qualified ATCs.
Word on the street is that you're doing something similar as well in your spare time. It's only the word on the street.
Only the word on the street.
Aidan Quinn standing on top of it. Goal and assist against Phoenix Rising. His goal coming from the penalty spot. I have to imagine this is going to be on frame from Quinn. The skipper just dinks it in behind. Bicycle kick attempt. It's a dangerous one from Seaton. It'll come out the other way.
Right, smile from Seton. Little dink ball over at front, Quinn. He's the assist leader on the team. It was a dangerous attempt there. Two players in the area. Perez and Avila for Las Vegas Lights. Good attention to Seton. Making sure they track the balls as well coming in.
Salgado trying to bring it down. Kobayashi gets ahead to it. Good challenge from Segbers. Darwin Jones. And we got a couple players hitting the deck. One from Las Vegas, another one from Michael Seton in Orange County. Not exactly sure what happened to Seton. He's back on his feet, chirping at the assistant referee. Las Vegas in clear possession.
I'm not sure what happened. He's looking in the direction of Herrera Perla. Felt he was off the ball, whatever happened.
Shouts from Las Vegas that the ball traveled over the line. And indeed it did, says the assistant referee on the far side.
Seton and Perla are still jawing at each other.
Cronali, who is sitting on yellow card caution for Orange County. Kobayashi, a little bit of space to play. Nice little back heel for Salgado. He lets it fly straight into the heels of Kobayashi. Now Orange County trying to counter the other way. We've seen so many sides in the Western Conference matches completely take advantage of the numbers that Las Vegas throw forward. It makes for spectacular football from Vegas when they're able to connect, but it just leaves them so exposed at the other end.
They take big, big risks. Really two defenders in the back at the moment, the two central players, Inigo and Perez.
Michael Seton gets another talking to from Timothy Ford, and with the bicycle kick attempt and now this most recent foul, I would have to imagine that the next one is going to be a card of sorts for Seton.
Kobayashi is a very key player for Las Vegas Lights. Silky smooth on the ball. One of those players that just seems to have an age to do what he wants on the ball when he has it in his possession. His experience and his discipline is key in the center area of the pitch for the visitors tonight.
Salgado able to get a touch to it. Alston almost gives it away. Mendiola, an irritant along that Orange County back line. Michael Seton muscled off the ball by Avila, and it ends up being a Las Vegas free kick. No call from the referee. Play on. Darwin Jones gives it away to Garcia. Here's Salgado around the first challenge. Salgado still with it, driving, trying to get it on the left foot. Challenge from behind. No call from the referee. Still loose. Sent into the box, and Rawls can see it over the bar. A bit of controversy. Matt Stubbington, what do we think?
I'll be interested to see this one in the run of play. Looked like it could have been a penalty. Seen them given. Salgado getting ahead of steam up. Probably went down too easily under the challenge from Amico. Las Vegas Lights, they play at 100 miles an hour. Really taking it to the home team right now. Trying to make that high press work.
Voltson, Quinn, great little combination from Orange County. Segbers can't connect the pieces with Michael Seton. Matt Thomas sandwiched between Amico and Darwin Jones.
A little combination play. Seaton and Segba's staying narrow. Darwin's trying to get himself available on the right flank. Segba's could have a little bit more patience. We're going to spread the play wide. So Las Vegas Lights are just going really with two in the back. Inigo and Perez. Sending the two outside players high if they can.
We'll look at Ricardo Ferrigno, the eccentric goalkeeper, Isidro Sanchez, and behind him, the county line, Orange County Coalition. Fantastic support group. And not the best of goal kicks from Ricardo Ferrigno. Orange County will reclaim possession as we're into the 10th minute. Still no score, but a couple of half chances for both sides. Michael Seaton was in on goal in the first 10 seconds of the match. If not for a sliding challenge from Daigo Kobayashi, probably would have been 1-0, especially with the form that Michael Seaton has been in. Great little touch along. Ina Voltson unable to get there. Kobayashi comes away with it. Garcia held out by Kobayashi. Darwin Jones wins it back. Jones along for Seaton. Working on Perez. Seaton draws the double team now. Garcia and Perez, who are both two additions in the last couple of weeks or so. And will end up being off of Michael Seaton and a goal kick again for Ricardo Ferrigno.
That's a wonderful little passage of play there. Garcia not creating the foul, able to get goal side. And his teammate able to win the goal kick.
Las Vegas only with 2 road wins on the season. Those coming against Fresno and T2, albeit 4 months apart. As it's a foul on Las Vegas and a free kick coming up for Orange County. The win of Fresno came in March 17th. The first game of the season, and beating T2 on July 22nd, as we'll get another look. Christian Duke just catching an elbow to the face. He broke his nose against Los Dos, and you can see that's exactly why he's checking his nose. And he just got rid of that face mask that he's been wearing. I guess got the okay from the team doctor to go ahead without it. And I'm sure the last thing that Christian Duke wants to do is throw it back on.
Kobayashi was furious that the free kick was given. On the replay, you could see the little chicken wing there from Thomas, which is why the foul was given against Las Vegas Lights. And a couple of challenges for Orange County. Thought that may have gone against the home team. The referee, Mr. Ford's trying to let the teams play.
Salgado with a good challenge. Avila waiting for it to come down. Somehow gets it back for Salgado. Physical play, Mendiola. Aiden Quinn spraying it out wide. Jones has plenty of pace over on that right wing. Touched out of bounds by Joseph Perez. Around that's Richard Inigo. Did I hear you mention a chicken wing before?
Hungry?
No, I just was really surprised at how you knew what I had for dinner last night.
Well.
But now that you mention it, I mean, if you're going out at halftime, then I'll take a couple, or a dozen. Kobayashi, one for Mendiola. 1v1 with Alston, Mendiola letting it fly. And it's the dreaded shot that goes out for a throw-in. But Mendiola, we all know he's more than capable of putting the ball in the back of the net. Remember back to his hat trick at USL Game of the Week against OKC Energy FC, in which the two sides combined for 10 goals. OKC came away with a 6-4 win, but Mendiola very much a part for making that at least somewhat of a match against the Sooner side. And here's Mendiola again, driving towards the byline. Somehow gets through Crognali towards the top of the box. Kobayashi blocked in front by Hoyfeldt and touched away by Ina Voltsen. Electric play from Raul Mendiola.
Wonderful skill on that far side, able to get goal side. See the hold up play, just low center of gravity, able to turn the defender. Crognali finds Kobayashi. Hoyfeldt in the right place at the right time to block the shot. Bit of a wake-up call for the home team. Blood on the lip there of Perez. He's going to have to come off the field now and get that attended to.
Gives a thumbs up to the athletic trainer. Seaton along for Ina Voltsen. Positive first touch. Thomas Ina Voltsen. Ricardo Farinho right on cue off of his line. That's his bread and butter, Ricardo Farinho, playing that sweeper keeper role.
Really well done by the goalkeeper. Had to be patient. Didn't want to commit himself too early. Would have been odds on for Ina Voltsen to put that one in the back of the net. Farinho with a wonderful save. With Perez off the field at the moment, there's only 3 in the back for Las Vegas Lights.
Long throw in, won by Vegas. Rafael Garcia. Mendiola. Big challenge from Christian Duke.
It's the chance for Ina Voltsen. Collects the ball really well. Maybe a little bit of a heavy touch there at the end. But still credit to the goalkeeper coming out beautifully to make the save.
Joseph Perez back out onto the scene after being tended to. 21 years old, Perez from Anaheim, California. Ball lofted in, header tipped away by Rawls. Still loose and it's in. Matt Thomas for Las Vegas on the road here in Irvine. Took him 2 tries, but it's in the back of the net. The celebrations are out, and Vegas off and running in the 17th minute.
Well, the Lights FC have really been playing at a high pace right from the opening kick. Defense was not good enough. Heads going into hands, the missed opportunity off the crossbar, but not for Matt Thomas. He follows up the rebound, puts it into the back of the net. Rawls couldn't do anything about it. Amico was caught ball watching, didn't keep tabs on where Thomas was. Thomas with his 3rd of the season.
Matt Thomas was determined to see that go in the back of the net after he was denied by the woodwork on the first attempt. It looked briefly like Rawls had gotten a touch to it. What a start for Vegas. Terrific ball in from this near side. And Matt Thomas taking advantage of the moment that's given to him. And Las Vegas, who is very much not known for quick starts on the road or really any sort of result on the road. As we mentioned, just 2 road wins on the season. Up 1-0 against the 2nd place team in the Western Conference table as Monaco getting into it. Over on the far side with Salgado. Up to Orange County, down 1-0. And looking to draw level with the Real Monarchs on points. Juan Herrera, Dallas native, lofts it in. Flick on header, won by Salgado, but out of play. And Matt, I pose the question to you. I mean, Las Vegas, very much a team that slowing it down is just simply not in their DNA. But if you're up 1-0 on the road, you're in 13th place, and you're looking to try to get somewhere close to that cutoff line. I mean, does sitting in and making it difficult for Vegas, or for Orange County, excuse me, become part of the game plan at this point?
And at this point in the game, I don't think it's too early to sit in against an Orange County team that is very dangerous. Maybe be a little bit more conservative as far as sending the players forward. Avila and Herrera Perla going forwards from the outside back, maybe send one at a time as they're both together, would be a better choice. But if you start sitting in now against this Orange County team that passes the ball so well, essentially you're just inviting pressure, and that probably is not the right formula for Las Vegas likes to get the win on the road. They can keep doing things like this. They might find a way to be successful. Great intercept there from Salgado. That shot obviously was not a good one.
Well, you and I were talking about it before we came on live. I mean, Orange County is by far one of the best passing teams, not only in the Western Conference, but in all of the United Soccer League. And they attempt and complete a dizzying amount of passes. And right now, Vegas are just making sure that they can't play out of the back as simply as they would like to. Putting an enormous amount of pressure on Christian Duke, on Aiden Quinn, making sure they don't have time and space on the ball, and it's paying dividends as Salgado gets wrapped up with Cronali. And Cronali is on yellow card caution. So yellow, and he misses the next one. And needs to be careful here with Timothy Ford. It looks like it'll just be a talking to.
So he's saying to Mr. Ford that Salgado had a hold of my shirt and was pulling on me. Mr. Ford's quite right, though, that Cronali's arms are up too high, pushing against Salgado, and you just can't do that as a defender. Mr. Ford trying to manage the game, manage the players, talking to both of those involved.
Salgado wins it. No call from the referee. Kobayashi trying to get around Aiden Quinn. Good read from Kevin Alston. Here's Mark Segbers. Long for Aiden Quinn. Aiden Quinn with plenty of time and space. Lofts it in, great ball. Only cleared about a net of 3 yards. Straight up into the air, Alston racing to get there. Here's Christian Duke now. Duke stays with it, Segbers. Not sure whether it was a shot or a cross, but either way, easy work for Ricardo Ferrigno.
Looked like he was just trying to stand that one at the back post. Now Seaton and Evolson to get underneath the ball. And just curled into the arms of Ferrigno way too easily. The prior cross from Quinn was a nice one. Watching the movement of Seaton and from Annie Volson, and Seaton just bending his run to the back post, allowing Annie Volson to run across the face of the goalkeeper. And neither could connect cleanly on the ball for the home team. It's just fun to watch the movement of those two players up top in partnership.
They've combined for 20 goals on the season, Ina Volson and Seaton. 13 for Ina Volson, 7 for Seaton. 2 of those coming against Phoenix. Alston. Segbers. Around Avila, but a heavy second touch, and Ego keeps it in play. And Mendiola gives it away. Segbers again. And a foul against Vegas, and a makeshift corner coming up for the home side, Orange County.
And we talked about focus for the visitors being key in the match, and right there is a loss of focus from Inigo. Why would you not let that ball run out for a goal kick? Never cleared the danger. Orange County able to keep the pressure on in their attacking third, and in the end win the free kick. And this is a great opportunity off the set piece. It's a poor decision from Inigo.
Segbers is a very pacey winger, clever as well. On loan from the New England Revolution. University of Wisconsin product. Now Aiden Quinn standing over it. Quinn, great ball in, free header, and it skims off the crossbar. It was the 35-year-old Hoyfeld getting the start at the center back position, and just a few whiskers away from equalizing.
Thumbs up for the service. Las Vegas ball watching. Marking wasn't there. Really, Hoyfeld will feel that he should have done better. Herrera Perla just didn't do a very good job defensively there for Las Vegas Lights.
Segbers on the move, trying to get around Avila. Sends it across, and Farino had to get down. He was expecting the cross to come in. More angled back towards Orange County's goal, and it almost ended up sneaking up behind him.
Great work from Segbers. He's been very dangerous down this flank. Anxious to get around Avila. Not sure he was trying to get in. He was trying to pull that ball back. In the end, it was a dangerous opportunity Farino had to be aware of. Not exactly sure that Segbers was trying to do what he ended up doing.
Those end up being the best goals.
Shot it across there from Segbers.
Yep. Garcia. Given away by Avila. Inigo. Michael Seaton, great little ball along for Enevoldsen. He's onside. Thomas Enevoldsen looking for number 14. There it is. Enevoldsen equalizes. And we officially have a leader in the 2018 USL Golden Boot Race. 1-1 here in Irvine.
Send both outside backs on the attack. You turn the ball over, you leave yourself exposed. And that's exactly what the Lights FC have done. Seaton checking back to the ball. Flicks it out wide. One time to Enevoldsen. Almost a heavy touch, but it gave him the space to run onto the ball. Collected it one more time with his right. This time Farino couldn't make the save. Inigo's claiming there was an offside. I can tell you, Enevoldsen timed his run to perfection. Held out on that far sideline, allowed the checking run for Seaton to develop, and then just took off when the ball was delivered.
Salgado brings it down, trying to put it on frame. What a response that would have been. Former #1 overall pick in the MLS Super Draft. And how about that ball from Michael Seaton to Enevoldsen? And we've talked about before how Brady Cloutier, we asked him about the relationship that Michael Seaton and Thomas Enevoldsen have started to develop, and he said, I don't think that anybody's seen both of them at their best yet in terms of a pairing. And at the beginning of the season, they were a little bit worried about how it was going to work because they were very much opposite. Seaton, a lot of pace. Enevoldsen likes the ball at his feet, but they sat them both down individually, both down as pairs. And they said that, listen, this is going to work, but it's going to take time. And I think we're starting to see the best of these two.
They're both in fantastic form. And it's trying to figure out as a partnership is where your spacing is going to be as a player. And as you say, Enevoldsen likes the ball more to feet. With the pace of Seaton, you think he'd want the ball over the top into space. But there's more to both players than those two assets that they have, and it's working how to rotate that partnership so that, as we just saw, Seaton receives the ball to feet on the checking run and plays Enevoldsen into space, and then vice versa, and understanding which one of those players is maybe going to drop back more defensively if need be, as we see Enevoldsen there collect the ball a little bit deeper from Seaton. It's just that understanding that the players have to develop over the course of a season, and if they haven't been at their best yet, it's going to be really exciting down the stretch for Orange County fans.
Well, it's the second straight game that the two of them have connected for a goal. I mean, Enevoldsen's ball in for Seaton for his second goal against Phoenix was sublime, and then little bit of role reversal here in Irvine.
And you think about that goal as well. Andy Volson could have been very selfish and had a shot himself, but realized that Seton was in a much better position.
Duke, Ina Volson bringing it down, slides it across, Michael Seton! Ina Volson, Seton connection once again, right on cue, and it's 2-1 to Orange County, 2 unanswered goals in about 3 minutes.
Well, the home team have had better passing. Again, Andy Volson collecting the ball, looks up, the movement of Seton taking him away from Andy Volson, giving Andy Volson the room to work, the room to create. And as Seton calmly puts his 8th goal of the season into the back of the net.
Well, there aren't many times that it sounds like we know what we're talking about, but I guess that was one of them, as these two just happened to pop up and connect for another goal.
Well, prior to the goal in the replay, I could get the words out.
Avia, Las Vegas. We're up 1-0. It was looking promising on the road, but now down 2-1. Mendiola curling it in behind. Cornali gets a touch to it, and a corner coming up for Las Vegas. And sometimes in these midweek affairs, Matt, we see some sluggish play. 30 minutes in, 3 goals. I think we can safely say that that's out the window.
Oh, there's nothing sluggish about the performance tonight from either team. Forwards for Las Vegas Lights have been very active, trying to win the ball up the pitch. Mendiola there with a great ball through. Cornali had to be at his best to intercept the pass. They concede the corner kick.
Kobayashi. A little touch from Quinn. Delivery is fake. Still with it. Las Vegas probing. Good step from Joe Amico.
Frustration that the service was faked there. There were 3 or 4 players in the box as targets for Las Vegas Lights. For my money, I'd have just served that one in with the left foot. In the end, the possession is lost. Orange County come away with the ball.
Seton bringing it down again. It's Ina Volson cleaning it up. Long for Darwin Jones, who's floated out over to the left-hand side. Darwin Jones letting it fly and just skipping past Farino. He did get a touch to it. Farino claiming that he did not. Head referee Timothy Ford does not agree. And a corner kick coming up for OC.
Again, this is wonderful work from Seton. It was a long clearance. He takes the defenders away and then checks back, chests the ball to Andy Volson. And then Seton, you can see him across the picture there, running out to the near sideline, taking defenders with him. That allowed Jones the space to drop his right shoulder for the shot that was deflected out for the corner kick.
Quinn, outswinger. And we'll do it one more time. Aiden Quinn with 9 assists on the season. 2nd in the United Soccer League. He's not involved in one of the goals so far. Farino keeps it out. Still loose. Darwin Jones bringing it down. And back out for Aiden Quinn. He lofts it in. And Las Vegas will come out with a free kick, but what a reaction save from Ricardo Farino.
He can be a spectacular goalkeeper, Farino. I think it was Hoyvelt that gets the header. Comes in ahead of steam, and that was a brilliant save down quickly to his left. You could claim that it was close to the goalkeeper, but that was pure reaction there from Farino.
Well, Hoyfeld has been denied by a late paw of Ricardo Farino as well as the woodwork now. So I'm sure frustration is starting to mount for the center back, as you don't get many opportunities playing that position to score goals, and 2 have fallen by the wayside. As now Las Vegas will have a corner on the other end.
Well, he's had 2 pretty good looks from the 3 corner kicks that Orange County have had. Some people think that maybe the third time's a charm. Well, one would say that perhaps Las Vegas Lights have to defend him a little bit better than they have done on those corners.
Salgado and Kobayashi both over on the corner. Drawing an extra defender out from OC. Salgado, header sails wide, and Las Vegas, when they played against RGV, and well, Huiki had the game-winning goal in the 82nd minute, there were questions of whether or not Salgado, standing at 6'4", should be on the corners. Your thoughts?
Well, you would think that he would be better served to be in the box as a target, especially as he's not the player that is serving the ball in. He's there as the decoy. But, I've done a few Las Vegas Lights games, and they do like to send two players out on pretty much every corner kick, which is all well and good, but if you never utilize that second player, why keep sending them out? Maybe just put that extra player in the box and have the additional target, especially with somebody as tall as Salgado is. The other argument is if you do send two players out to take the corner kick, an extra defender has to go out to defend, so perhaps the matchups are a little bit easier for your runners in the penalty area.
Christian Duke. Aiden Quinn. Now it goes out wide for Duke, offside.
Frenier doing his best Superman impression. That's good movement there from Hoivelt to help out Quinn, stepping in the gap between the two forwards. Receive that square pass. Showing why Orange County are such a dangerous and good possession team.
Saturday, August 25th, Orange County Soccer Club is at home taking on Rio Grande Valley FC Toros at 7 p.m. It's Military Appreciation Night right here at Championship Soccer Stadium, featuring a spectacular fireworks show. Get your tickets at orangecountysoccer.com/tickets or call 949-647-GOAL-GOAL.
Las Vegas Lights defensively forming a triangle with the front three. And make play predictable. They're just coming over the top of Jones.
And those are the types of disciplined plays that we're talking about, man. I mean, with Jones with his back to goal so far away, I mean, Orange County is going to play it quickly, but was that end up being taken by Orange County and sent into the box? I mean, those are the types of plays that Las Vegas can afford to just simply let the player have the ball and try to go in it back somewhere else on the field.
Absolutely. Just, as long as you don't let the player turn, he's going away from your goal. Why create the foul there? Avila just has to understand that. He goes in too high. He's got to lower his center of gravity and make sure that he is touch tight, but touch tight down low, so Jones doesn't read the contact between the shoulder blades and go over easily. I'm not saying that he did on that occasion, because Avila was pretty clumsy in the challenge, but it's just awareness as a defender where you are on the pitch.
Now it's Aiden Quinn on the corner. Orange County have gotten a couple of good looks from Josh Hoifelt. His corner, knotted away by Salgado. Edevoldsen knocks it back for Aiden Quinn. His delivery much better this time. Seaton a little bit late arriving to the party.
Just didn't take his run far enough to the back post. Probably would have been struggling to turn that service on frame. Maybe he could have put it back across the six.
Here's Salgado. 1v1 with Crognale. Salgado gets it away, looking for Mendiola. Garcia's first time shot blocked in front. Falls for Salgado again. And the delivery will fall nicely for Darwin Jones. He'll take the space in front of him.
I'd like to see better movement from Matt Thomas.
Mendiola wins it, finding Avila. Eric Avila getting forward from the outside back position. Lost it in, Salgado. Poked away momentarily. Rafael Garcia in for Mendiola. Trying to size up Hoyfeld. Avila loose in front, and Andre Rawls calls everybody off.
Salgado had that ball on the far sideline. Matt Thomas basically just ran on a railroad tie right alongside Salgado. Didn't do anything, didn't create an angle for support. Essentially took a defender into the same space that Salgado was trying to exploit. Thomas needs to pull away, get more into the 6-yard box. He would have been a target then, and along with Mendiola. And on the subsequent possession, Thomas just hung out outside of the box. Need to try and find a way to run across the face of goal, make life difficult for Rawls as that ball was coming in from Avila.
Michael Seaton sends it out wide for Ina Voltson, but Ricardo Farino, as we've already seen tonight, reading the play the entire way. Falls for Mendiola. Slotting it through, Matt Thomas, already with a goal to his name tonight. Joe Amico, good defensive play. Long throw in. Flicked along, cleared away. Here's Thomas. Lashes it across. Andre Rawls got a touch to it.
Corner kick has been given. That was good work from Thomas. Picked the pocket of Quinn. Flashes that ball across the goal. There's the touch from the goalkeeper. Strong hand from the left hand. And they send 2 players out on the corner kick.
And they'll go short with it. Avila. Nice little move. Dumps it in. Good ball. And Orange County, it looked like got the last touch to it. It'll remain with Las Vegas as we're knocking on the door of halftime. Matt Thomas got things started in the 16th minute, and then it was 2 goals from Thomasina Voltson and Michael Seaton 3 minutes apart in minutes number 26 and 29. This throw gets all the way through. Ina Voltson clears it only as far as Joseph Perez. Hey fans, be sure to stop by your favorite local supermarket and pick up some red shell miso dressing, sesame soy dressing, and teriyaki sauce today. It's great on salads, sandwiches, pastas, your favorite meats, and as a dipping sauce. So give it a try. More salad, please.
What do you think about those chicken wings?
I was just about to say, now I'm actually starting to get hungry. Las Vegas, meanwhile, hungry for an equalizer. Mendiola lets it fly, but it sails way over the bar.
That's the one thing you'll say about Las Vegas Lights, this never say die attitude that they have. Always competing. I like that corner kick that they took moments ago, pulling Avila in from the right back position to serve the ball in. It's a really important defending header this time from Hoyveld. thwarted that attack.
Duke. He's looking for Darwin Jones. Brady Cloutier wasn't exactly happy with the choice. You mentioned halftime right around the corner, and just because Timothy Ford blows his whistle for the half doesn't mean you need to go anywhere. We'll take a look at the Western Conference standings. Great feature on San Antonio FC's Greg Cochran as Thomas Enevoldsen looking to make it 3 for Orange County. Enevoldsen over for Seton, he's offside. Maybe a bit too unselfish from Enevoldsen. And the chance squandered.
Ford coming over to check on Freenio. Quinn trying to get out of the way. He was more open and on the side. Seton tried to get towards the near side to create the angle for the pass, but couldn't curtail his run enough. Enevoldsen going to his favorite partner up top to find Seton.
Hayden Quinn's over on the right side saying, you guys have already scored today. Let me get in on the action.
Share the wealth. Quinn's got 9 assists on the season. He's been sharing the wealth with Seton and Enevoldsen.
Jones gets a header to it. Look at the pace from Darwin Jones as he tries to send it across. Knocked away by Richard Inigo. And a corner kick coming up for Orange County as we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time here in Irvine. And stoppage time presented by Synchronicity.
Avila gambled on the challenge. He was beaten by Jones, bailed out by Inigo.
Corner comes in short, touched all the way across. Clearance wasn't great either from Las Vegas, but Garcia eventually gets it away. Amico, Christian Duke, the safety valve, gets it over for Aiden Quinn. Kernally over for Darwin Jones. Kernally still hanging around. Austin wins the header. It'll stay with Vegas.
Poor choice from Seton at the top of the box. I know he's a man in form, but just to understand that when there's a white shirt right in front of him, he's not going to be able to hit the target. His shot was easily blocked. Quinn again was making himself available out wide.
Mendiola, Garcia. Great first touch from Mendiola. Closed down quickly by Orange County. And that's going to do it for the first 45 minutes here from Irvine, California. Orange County got off to a bit of a slow start. Matt Thomas opened up the scoring in the 16th minute, but then it was Michael Seton and Thomas Enevoldsen stealing the show, both with a goal and an assist. Enevoldsen now with 14 on the season. He leads the USO Golden Boot race, and Orange County right now have a 2-1 lead. Matt Stubbington, your thoughts?
Been impressed with Las Vegas Lights. They've really come on the road and put the home team to the test. A lot of energy from Las Vegas Lights, and they've been focused. They've also been pretty disciplined in their performance so far in this match. Credit to Orange County. They weathered the storm. They keep finding the passes, and when they find that and complete that first pass, they are being successful in getting the ball up the pitch. Seton doing a really good job of putting the back four of Las Vegas Lights under pressure, checking back to the ball and creating space for himself. That's how he made that first goal, was checking back to the ball and then finding Enevoldsen on the first touch, out wide. So good movement from both the front players, but particularly from Seton. And there's going to be some discussions from both locker rooms. Be interesting to see how the second half progresses.
Well, Michael Seton and Thomasina Volton have only been playing together for 23 weeks. It's starting to look like they've been playing together for about 23 months at this point, as they're starting to really develop quite the chemistry up top for Braden Cloutier. And right now, his side heading into the dressing room with a 2-1 lead. Don't go anywhere. The halftime show by Subaru Orange Coast coming your way.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
Halftime here at Champions, and halftime is brought to you by Subaru Orange Coast. And while the goals continue to flow for Orange County, Matt Stumington and I continue to be hungry. And
no fair, they're eating pizza.
Well, if it was chicken wings, you know, I would just leave right now and I'd just go find me some. But
I like the face painting though, looks good.
We'll take a look at what's up next for Las Vegas Lights FC, who are trying to get their third win of the season on the road right here in Irvine, California. They were up 1-0, they were off to a good start, but then it was Thomasina Volton and Michael Seton who ended up scoring 2 goals in about 3 minutes time. And next up for Las Vegas Lights FC, it's a difficult task, and albeit it'll be at home at Cashman, but Phoenix Rising FC, one of the tougher routes in the Western Conference.
Phoenix Rising, they're a really good team. They score goals, they've got a lot of pace, and it'll be a really good test for Las Vegas Lights at home. They're going to have to play at their very best to be victorious, but if you're going to make that playoff push that they're hoping to make, they have to find a way to win those games against the clubs in the playoff positions, and Phoenix Rising are right there in 4th place.
And for Orange County, it's a side who they actually drew midweek a couple weeks ago. Portland Timbers 2, Marvin Loria scored that excellent individual effort. And it'll be Braden Cloutier's side looking for revenge against the T2 side, who really, Matt, has done a full 360 from a year ago. And a lot of sides, or a lot of people, started to think that they were going to start to fall in the standings once they got down to that 6, 7, 8 range. But they've really done a nice job of staying in there, and they haven't had a lot of peaks and valleys. It's been a pretty steady train.
They've been a really big surprise of this season, and they were in the top 3 for a long time. They did have a moment of inconsistency, which saw them tumble down a little bit, but they've righted the ship, and they're finding ways to get the results, and that's really impressive. So it's going to be important for Portland Timbers too, to see if they can find a way to get the all-important points. But obviously Orange County, they want to cement themselves in the top 4 and find a way, if not if possible, to get ahead of Real Monarchs.
Well, Orange County have an opportunity to get to 47 points and draw level with the Real Monarchs, albeit Monarchs would have 2 games in hand. St. Louis FC just recently beat Sacramento in the USL Game of the Week over on ESPN3, so they jump into the playoff situation. Here's a look at what's upcoming in the Western Conference. Phoenix and Las Vegas over on the weekend. Monarchs and Tulsa. You can probably write that off for Sebastian Velasquez and the rest of the Monarchs at home at Zion's. Fresno hosting St. Louis FC. That's a really interesting matchup, and you know, those are 2 sides who are both battling tooth and nail for a playoff spot, and there's only one of those sides that's going to get into the top 8, I have a feeling.
I think you're probably right with St. Louis having a really good performance tonight and finding themselves in the top 8 as we speak. Fresno at home, they haven't had some results of late. If they want to find a way into the top 8, they have to start winning, and that is essentially a 6-pointer on Saturday and a huge game in the Western Conference.
And how about Slope Park Rangers, the 2-time defending Western Conference champions right now on the outside looking in of the playoffs in the Western Conference on August 15th. They have a big one against Reno, who are sitting on 37 points in 5th place. And as we mentioned before halftime, Greg Cochran of San Antonio FC, certainly small, but has one of the bigger hearts in the United Soccer League. And you'll get an inside look as to what his journey's been like to get to this point in his professional career. Hope you enjoy.
Cochran tonight appearing in his 71st career match with San Antonio FC. He's been with the club all 3 seasons, most consistent there on the back end.
I felt like my whole life I've always had to prove people wrong. Getting cut from the state ODP team when you're 13 because you're too small. And then in your club team, you sit on the bench until you're 16 or 17 years old because you're too small. Everything kept referring back to you're too small. There's no better feeling in the world of being able to look at someone that told you no and to be able to say, I told you so. You kind of see it all when you go through times of playing, getting cut, being someone on the field, playing all the time. It kind of gives you a good grasp of where different players are and what their mentality might be. It's definitely shaped who I am. I wouldn't change anything for my career or for how it's gone. Not only have I grown as a player, I think I've grown as a man in terms of being able to deal with anything that I really think that's thrown at me. I think there's a bunch of different ways that you can be a leader. Bring my lunch pail to work every single day, and I try to get better every day, and if I have that kind of mentality and other people see me pushing regardless of what we're doing, that's the kind of leader I want to be. This is my 3rd year here, and to be able to stay in one place and to really grow with it has been a tremendous honor, and it's something that I don't take for granted at all. Every time that I step on the field, I hope that I represent this club and this city. It's a privilege to play for such a passionate fan base. I'm Greg Cochran, defender for San Antonio FC.
Jason Johnson! You've got to be kidding me! Oh, what a finish! Prowling Spruce! Dante the other way! Oh, what a goal! Near post! Oh, what a finish by Charlie Ward! And what a world-class goal that is from Didier Drogba! Great save for Skrzypkowski! Diving stop! Must-see TV. Terrific stuff from Greg Cochran, and we have a terrific matchup for the upcoming ESPN USL Game of the Week. And here's a look at the Game of the Week schedule for essentially the remainder of the 2018 campaign, with the exception of a few games in late September and early October. Matt Stubbington, all of these are games of the week in their own right. If you had to pick one of the best to only watch, what would it be?
It's so hard to pick. I mean, it's some really good teams, some really good matchups. I mean, looking down at the bottom of that schedule, Real Monarchs against St. Louis. I mean, Real Monarchs will be challenging at the top of the division, trying to hold on to that first place. St. Louis will be trying to stay in the playoff picture. We've got some time between now and then, but that could be a huge game for both clubs, so that'll be a pretty important matchup, I think, and an entertaining one for the fans to watch.
And we do have a bit of a change, August 29th. That's going to be a 10 p.m. Eastern time kickoff between RGV and San Antonio FC. That's a very recent development, so we do apologize, but that'll be a 10 o'clock kickoff Eastern time. Phoenix Rising FC coming off of a loss to Orange County at home. They're certainly looking for a big 3 points against San Antonio and company. Jose Escalante and the rest of that very stingy San Antonio club as Orange County 2-1 lead over Las Vegas Lights FC thanks to goals from Thomasina Volton and Michael Seaton. Diapers are being checked. You know that it means it's halftime.
I think everything's okay.
We'll be back in a moment.
You're young, you're busy. We get that. You don't want to think about healthcare until you need it. But when you do need it, Hoag will make it easy by providing convenient, reliable care that's tailored to you. We're here when you need us, with same-day appointments at our Hoag Medical Group offices. Urgent care locations open 7 days a week. Hoag is here for you, and will continue to be here through every exciting twist and turn along your life's journey.
World-class goal from Orange County. Brilliant build-up play.
And Orange County has struck again.
Sedberg's a chance to put Orange County in front, and he does.
What makes my famous brisket, chicken marinade, and punch so good? A lemon lime secret ingredient I'm never going to tell. 7 Up. Who's hungry? Do more with 7 Up.
Almost ready for the second half here in Irvine, California. Tyler Turns along with Matt Stubbington. And Matt, great start for Las Vegas. Matt Thomas, fool me once, but not going to fool me twice.
That was a wonderful service in from Avila. Just takes the play down the near sideline, drops the shoulder, serves the ball in beautifully, beats the goalkeeper once, beats him twice. Thomas not giving up on the play. His teammates were holding their heads with disappointment. Thomas was determined. A fine effort from him to put the ball in the back of the net with a 1-0 lead at that point in the match. But the home team, they weren't going to go away. Great work from Segbers, making Forenio work in net for Las Vegas Lights. Not sure he intended to shoot on target, but it was a dangerous effort nonetheless. And he's been really influential in this match in the first half. Another player who's been influential is that man right there all season long. Andy Volson collecting the wonderful pass from Seaton. Looks around to see where the pressure's coming from, collects the ball calmly, and then slots it past Forenio with a fine effort to tie the match up and his 14th goal of this campaign. He then turns provider, finds Seaton, who's pulled out wide. And Seaton, who's in a good run of form himself, with a right-footed shot past the goalkeeper for his gate of the season. And a wonderful effort from him. And that's where we stood at halftime, 2-1 to the home team. And I guess second half action is now underway.
That's an astute observation, Matt Stubbington.
That's why I'm here, right? Astute
they pay you the big bucks. Officially underway in the second half here at Champion Soccer Stadium. Tyler Terrence, along with the astute, the incomparable Matt Stubbington. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday evening in the United Soccer League. We already had one match complete between St. Louis and Sacramento. Anthony Poulos' side with a massive 3 points against the team who, you know, when you're circling games on the calendar, whether or not points you're going to get, I mean, maybe you come away with 1 against the Quails, but they're able to come away with 3. And Orange County looking to do the same and draw level with the Real Monarchs on points. For Las Vegas Lights FC, well, they're just simply looking for their 3rd road win of the season, trying to get out from the bottom of the table. As Segbers can't get around the Las Vegas defender. Slowly but surely, Thomasina Voltson and Michael Seaton becoming two of the most dynamic strikers in the United Soccer League. And one of the most dynamic duos. Two goals between the Dane and the Jamaican. Mendiola, Juan Herrera. Bernali, just able to see it out of play. And man, if you're Braden Cloutier at the half, a little bit of a slow start, but able to grow into the game. Get your two guys up front, a couple of goals. Had to be pretty happy with the first half, no?
Certainly be happy with the way the team finished the first half. I think be a little bit disappointed with the first 15, 20 minutes. Didn't really deal with the pressure from Las Vegas as well as they would have liked. As you said, they grew into the game, found the space and were able to exploit the space. And for a tackle there from Perez, still playing with a huge tissue sticking out of his nose. Actually stuck to his lip. Off with some blood on the lip earlier.
Here's Seaton just skirting around Perez. Trying to slide it through, would have been offside. Quinn, early delivery. Causes a bit of a problem for Las Vegas. Joe Amico able to win another throw-in. Good hold play from Segbers. Back into the box. Darwin Jones was lining it up. Christian Duke. Quinn, great ball along, slid across. And Michael Seaton unable to get a touch to it, and Seaton visibly shaken up. And it looks like he's holding on to that hand that was already bandaged up, or maybe it's the opposite one. It is, in fact, the other hand.
Wonderful combination. Really well done. Amico on this near sideline. A dangerous ball along the 6. Seaton doing his best to get across. Might end up with some matching strapping on the right hand. Looks like he's in a lot of discomfort. Looks like all fingers are pointing in the right direction.
It's always a good sign. It's another astute observation. Here is Seaton. Through for Ina Voltson. Offside. A little bit of a delayed whistle, but a whistle nonetheless.
Isidro was in the ear of the assistant on this near sideline. It's really uncalled for from the coach. It did seem like the whistle was late from Mr. Ford. Perhaps he was enjoying the skill that he was seeing from Eddie Voltson.
Las Vegas continue to play that high line, which you've seen them play all season, to be fair, but Orange County continue to exploit it and burn Las Vegas any chance they get. Orange County now up to 48 goals in the USL this season. 4 behind New York Red Bulls 2. Six of John Wallneck's side's goals coming in their matchup against Louisville City FC. That was a fun game. You and I were on the call for that.
That was an outstanding game. That's one thing with New York Red Bulls 2 is talk about the never say die attitude of Las Vegas Lights. Red Bulls 2 just keep on keeping on, and intriguing game. Louisville looked like they were down and out after they conceded the second goal and bounced back with 5 unanswered.
4 of their 52 coming from that matchup. Louisville had the 6. Here's Thomas. He sends in a great ball, but nobody at the back post for Vegas.
It's the right ball that was played across. The runs have to be more industrious from Las Vegas. 3 players are just stagnating in the box.
Seton, all against Vegas. It continues to be a lot of grabbing and pushing and shoving, going in both directions. I mean, certainly don't envy being in Timothy Ford's shoes tonight.
Las Vegas are not an easy club to officiate.
Quinn, great ball long for Joe Amico, but Avia gets there first.
Really well done defensively. See what Quinn was trying to do.
Contact, no call from Timothy Ford. Salgado. Bernali with good defensive work, goes all the way back for Andre Rawls.
It's intriguing to see the way Las Vegas Lights were defending there. Perez, who's one of the central defenders, came really out on that throw into the near sideline. Narrowly, I would expect defending midfielder, the outside mid, drop back into that position. 2 central players hold the middle of the park a little bit more.
Seton trying to get it back for Ina Voltson.
It would be really distracting to have that stuck onto your lip like that.
It's better than having to come out.
Felt like perhaps maybe some more taping could have been done to flatten out the bandage there.
Well, now you're just talking aesthetics. I mean, come on. Where does it end with you?
My problem is that I wouldn't be able to see the ball at my feet.
Good ball over the top. Rawls. Well, he was well outside of the box. And Mendiola wants to play quickly. It's going to be indirect. Isidro Sanchez claiming that there should be a card involved.
Well, it's not a deliberate handball outside of the box. When the ball came in, he was certainly on the edge of the 18.
That's a straight red for Andre Rawls. And Matt, you just mentioned how it was not a deliberate handball outside of the box. He clearly thought that he was going to be within his penalty area. And now Andre Rawls has just been sent off.
I mean, the argument could be that Mendiola is there. The referee is probably deeming that a goal-scoring opportunity was taken away because of where Mendiola was. Rawls has been a little hard done by, because there was a defender in the position in place. Either way, Rawls goes to the locker room. An outfield player will be sacrificed. And Cloutier will have to go to his bench, bring on a goalkeeper.
And the goalkeeper available is Casey Byers, who's Made 3 appearances so far this season, 1 clean sheet, and has made some spectacular saves when filling in for Andre Rawls. But a tough break for the keeper, who's visibly frustrated, and Byers with no chance to warm up whatsoever, thrown into the fire. Las Vegas Lights FC with an opportunity here, albeit from an indirect set piece. These are always difficult. And it's going to be Segbers to be the sacrificial lamb.
Frustration for Segbers. He was really doing a good job out on this near sideline.
And substitutions brought to you by Shire. I do apologize, it will be direct. Salgado wasn't far off.
Late coming into the picture was Salgado. Absolutely thumped that ball with his left leg. My attention was on Kobayashi, as everybody else's was, I think. He wasn't worrying about where the ball was. He just had eyes on that upper left-hand corner as we look at the goal.
And Orange County down to 10 men, up 2-1. And now having a moment to digest it, Matt, is this a call from Tim Ford that you agree with?
I was a little surprised on the straight red, to be perfectly honest. Would have anticipated a yellow. The goalkeeper was certainly surprised by the bounce of the ball. Obviously, Rawls would have been, a better decision would have been to just try and head that ball out of the danger area. Some better awareness of the keeper of where he was on the pitch would have served him better, but the only thing I can think of is that Mr. Ford thought that Mendiola was in a great goal-scoring position, having gotten goal side of Pranali.
Pressure from Michael Seaton, throwing coming up for Orange County. It looks like Freddie Adu is getting some instruction along the touchline for Vegas. Here's Seaton on the turn. Tripped up, and now a free kick coming up for Orange County right on the edge of the area. It's Alex Mendoza, the culprit.
Really close to the angle of the 18. It's a great position for Quinn with his left peg to serve this in to the back post. See Poivel get his head onto the ball from corner kicks. And his tall central back partner, Pranali, are both up there as targets. It's might be tempting, though, to have this one on frame from Quinn. This is a great position, great angle.
Aiden Quinn trying to put it on frame, had plenty of dip and swerve on it, but couldn't quite get it on frame.
Quinn liked the way the ball was shaping up. Position on the pitch, had to go on frame, just couldn't get it down in time. Snatched his foot a little bit at the last moment. Get the overspin that he needed to pull that ball down underneath the crossbar.
Half an hour remaining in this one. Orange County down to 10 men after Andre Rawls was sent off for potentially denying Raul Mendiola a goal-scoring opportunity. See Freddie Adu getting ready to come on. Here's Darwin Jones. Aiden Quinn. Flag stays down. Quinn into the area. Trying to send it back for Ina Voltson. Cut out by Avia. Now it's Las Vegas on the counter.
Ball from Quinn should have been played on the ground. Silent.
Salgado towards the top of the box, cut out. Hoyfeld with a cool head.
I'm sure Byers would have liked that back pass from Hoyfeld, but that was very cool play from number 5. What is coming in, who's coming out.
Very much an offensive switch for Isidro. And substitutions brought to you by Shire, and Freddie Adu onto the scene here in the 62nd.
You see the difference between the two plays. It was end-to-end stuff. Quinn had the ball deep down on the end line, played the ball in the air. It was going to be really difficult for anybody to deal with, for any Voltson or for Seton. And then the similar play at the other end of the pitch. The ball's played on the ground, and that makes it more difficult for the defenders to deal with. Although Hoyfeld did a really good job. Telling everybody to settle down a little bit. Perlet being indicated for the foul, I think.
Orange County making a couple of different claims. One, they think it should be a yellow card. The other one, I believe, was that they thought they had advantage going the other way. Difficult ball for Ferrigno to handle. Gets it away. Garcia. Big switch. And it's offside.
It would have been handball either way. Annie Voltson is dropped into the midfield for Orange County following the red card.
Saturday, August 25th, Orange County Soccer Club is at home taking on Rio Grande Valley FC Toros at 7 p.m. It's Military Appreciation Night right here at Championship Soccer Stadium, featuring a spectacular fireworks show. Get your tickets at orangecountysoccer.com/tickets or call 949-647-GOAL-GOAL. Quinn swiped at it a couple of times. Ends up being Matt Thomas taking it the other way. Stood up, the ball stays in play.
It's going to be difficult for Thomas to beat Amako down that near sideline.
Great little 1-2, Michael Seton. Positive second touch, Seton in on goal. Michael Seton, he's at the brace. Orange County down a man, now up 2 goals. 3-1 to the home side.
Connection works again. Beautiful spin from Seton. Gets himself into space. I thought right there as he had to drag that ball from behind his hip, he'd lost the moment. Ferrigno dropped back. Wasn't sure when to come, when to stay. Ended up going back towards his goal line, and it didn't close the angle down. He was always going to be struggling. For a second time tonight, Seton puts the ball past Ferrigno with the right foot.
Well, how about this? Michael Seton in the past 2 games, and we're only a little more than an hour into this one. 4 goals and 2 assists. And Braden Cloutier, when we talked to him, said that I have no doubt in my mind, and this is when Michael Seton was on 5 goals. I have no doubt in my mind that both Ina Voltson and Michael Seton will be well into double digits by the end of the year.
Might be both well into double digits by the end of the night.
Here's Salgado, sends it across and held onto by Byers as he makes his first official play here in the 66th minute after coming on for Andre Rawls. And for Orange County, can't really ask for much better of a response after going down a man to be able to get one and really put this out of reach. By no means out of the woods, but make the mountain even more difficult to climb for Vegas.
In the locker room, Andre Rawls is celebrating. Las Vegas have got to do a better job of taking care of the ball if they're going to find their way back into this game. Orange County possessed the ball so well. Able to pass the ball with aplomb on occasion. Try and sit back a little bit, soak up some of the pressure, and then hit on the counter as they did on the third goal.
Well, the Orange County side of the scoreline tonight is just littered with the names Thomas Enevoldsen and Michael Seaton. Nobody else has been involved in a goal from a goal or assist standpoint. Obviously, there were passes leading up to all 3 goals, but those 2 raking in all of the stats and I'm sure all the accolades at the end of week 23 as Matt Thomas makes a great move and it's cut out at the last moment by Christian Duke.
Captain's play right there. Really good work from Thomas on this near sideline. Get goal side of Amico and then a good service in. Duke had to be really ready for it. Perez called for the high boot. That does look distracting.
It does. It does. I take back what I said to you. It is a little bit much. Enevoldsen offside. Here's the V up. Gets to the byline. Nodded away, and Darwin Jones cleans it up.
Well, it's going to be tough with the height of Pranali and Hoyveld to get those crosses in and find a target. It's better defending there from Amico.
Pressure from Freddie Adu. Orange County very much in the driver's seat, albeit down a man. Perez bringing it down in a dangerous area, just sheds off Michael Seaton.
Seaton's getting up with a smile on his face. A friendly tap to Perez. Not the most graceful movement there from Seaton tonight.
I think he gets a pass given the fact that he's got 2 goals and an assist. And 4 goals and 2 assists in the last 2 games as another good ball is whipped in. But last touch coming off of Kobayashi.
Arriving late, flying attempt at the header. Rises up high. Good ball in from this near sideline. Kobayashi just didn't time his jump in well enough. It's been a little quiet in the second half.
Inigo. Aiden Quinn sending Enevoldsen on his way. More space for Orange County to attack, but how about that for a challenge from Inigo? Exactly why they picked him up. Wasn't available to play until the international transfer window opened up a few weeks ago. Thomas, Salgado, back to goal. Back for Freddie Adu. Kobayashi. Sent across, loose. And cleared away by OCSC.
Their advantage is starting to show a little bit for the visitors.
And Mendiola offside. So far, so good for Casey Byers. Really hasn't seen too much.
The scariest moment he had was when Hoyveld passed the ball back to him.
Garcia. Cut out by Ina Voltson. And Darwin Jones able to draw the foul. You mentioned him at Ina Voltson sliding into a much more withdrawn role, but even when Orange County win the ball back because of how many numbers Vegas are throwing forward, because of Orange County being down a man, there's still plenty of space to play, if not more than what we saw when it was 11 v 11.
A lot of space, particularly out wide.
They're exploiting it again. Jones just thumps it across.
And that's where Orange County are going to struggle with being a player down. As those balls coming in, there's not going to be as many targets to aim at. And Voltson playing in the left midfield role. Las Vegas, they do have that tendency to overcommit to one side of the pitch. As you saw on that pass that came out to Darwin Jones, there was a lot of space for him to exploit.
Thomas bringing it down. Joe Amico defending. Thomas. Hayden Quinn scuffs the clearance, only as far as Kobayashi. The captain. Remember, Las Vegas without two of their main defenders, and Joel Huiki and Michael Garduno. Garduno suspended for his straight red against St. Louis FC, and Joel Huiki, 11 yellow cards on the season. That earns you a 3-game suspension. Challenge from Jones appeared to be on time. Juan Herrera down, making the most out of it.
For me, it was a clean challenge. Jones going to ground, got there, won the ball. It's only a physical challenge. Well, second look, Jones was a little late. So he didn't do himself any favors by missing the initial control of the ball and sprinting after it to try and win possession back. It was a throw in nonetheless, so the referee, Mr. Ford, decided there was no foul.
Looks like Matt Thomas will be coming off for Las Vegas. It'll be Carter Manley on loan from Minnesota United to come on.
Only 3 options for Isidro on the bench for outfield players tonight.
He's about to use number 2.
Thomas has had some good moments tonight. Obviously, the scorer of the goal. Ball coming in, lovely cross from Avila. And he didn't make contact with the back of the net with the first effort, but he did with the second. Really good work. Reacted fastest. Some moments where he needs to improve his runs a little bit, from my taste. But he is a bright spot for Las Vegas Lights tonight.
And Carter Manley comes on. Duke University product. Has made a number of appearances for Minnesota United, but on loan with Las Vegas. Carter Manley making his Las Vegas debut as the offside flag is up.
Where's Ferrigno going? He wanted to take the free kick.
Probably did. Come on, you know by now he does what he wants. Freddie Adu. A little less than 15 minutes remaining in this one, plus stoppage time. Orange County increasing their lead, but we're reduced to 10 men after Andre Rawls was sent off. 56th minute, Segbers then was sacrificed. Mendiola. Rafael Garcia. Mendiola. Now Juan Herrera. Tell you what, Darwin Jones has defended extremely well, given the fact that he's been put in a position where he needs to be more defensive-minded after his side was put in the situation to have to play with 10 men, and he's taking the challenge and run with it. Another corner coming up for Vegas. Salgado. Juan Herrera. Mendiola. Taken down right at the edge of the area, and a free kick coming up for Vegas in the 79th minute. Very real opportunity for them to get within one.
Again, the tricks from the set piece. The corner kick. Kobayashi and Salgado going out. Wasn't the best ball played in. Mendiola did really well with it. Collects the ball, faces up, and then just a clumsy challenge there from Eddie Volson, just turning his back on the play. Maybe Freinio wants this free kick.
You always know it's an issue when your keeper is closer to the opposition's keeper than to his own goal. Garcia, Kobayashi, Salgado on standing on top of it. It's Garcia, keeps it low. It's actually off of Inigo, and it'll be a goal kick.
Almost feels at times that there is too much thought going into these set plays for Las Vegas Lights. It's always a tough free kick, central like that. You've got to get that ball up and over and down the other side so quickly. And to see why Garcia was trying what he was trying. In the end, it's just off his own player. Now for the goal kick.
And it's a foul on Amico. Mats Bierman getting ready to come on. We'll take another look.
Driven ball. And just going for past the wall instead of over and curling efforts. Saw it on Salgado's earlier effort.
Manley linking up with Avilla. Juan Herrera, Mendiola, great little move, still with it. Cleared away by Christian Duke. Salgado gets another touch to it, but Casey Byers smothers it. Raul Mendiola obviously very frustrated as he was able to rid not one but two defenders, but couldn't get the shot through.
A lovely little shimmy and a shake inside the 18. Collects the ball here. He should have kept going. Comes back inside, trying to get the shot on the right foot. Created the space for himself. Just driven for the byline.
It's a yellow card for Richard Inigo in the 81st minute.
The yellow was on Seaton. That challenge against Inigo. For the high arm.
Mendiola couldn't quite elevate for it. It looked like he was issuing it to Inigo, but I guess the depth perception was a little off.
Nice choice there from Baez, the goalkeeper, to stay on his line. Yola makes the slightest touch of that, and the goalkeeper's coming for the ball. Baez would have been beaten. Inigo nipping at the heels of Seaton, concedes the foul.
Hey fans, be sure to stop by your favorite local supermarket and pick up some red shell miso dressing, sesame soy dressing, and teriyaki sauce today. It's great on salad, sandwiches, pastas, your favorite meats, and as a dipping sauce. So give it a try. More salad, please. There's Darwin Jones. Just trying to dink it around. And Mats Bierman get an opportunity off the bench, and we'll take a look at what Michael Seaton has produced for Orange County tonight. Just a couple goals and an assist.
Big smile on the face of Seaton. A good night's work. It's been a good week of work for Mr. Seaton. Be in the discussion for Player of the Week next week.
And substitutions brought to you by Shire, and Seaton comes off to a nice round of applause in front of the home fans and gets a big hug from Braden Cloutier. And Mats Bierman, who Braden Cloutier ranks as probably one of the more unsung heroes of this Orange County roster, onto the scene.
Andy Volson has been moved up top.
He's probably licking his chops at the opportunity. Michael Seaton on 9 goals, starting to creep up on his teammate as far as the USL Golden Boot race is concerned. Quinn looking for Jones. Perez able to get there first.
From Perez, takes the ball almost out of the stadium.
And Jones taken down for a kick for OC.
Sandwich between the two players. Perez coming in late, high on the challenge. Throwing comes. See Perez there, biding his time, going in for the double team.
Not a ton of numbers forward for Orange County.
Or just as well, a service like that from Quinn. Not like him at all. His job made more difficult when there aren't that many targets in there. The two central defenders staying home. Right now for the home team, Tyler, is just all about bringing the game home, making sure of the 3 points.
Las Vegas looking for some sort of lifeline late in this one. Manley still stays with it. Garcia. Darwin Jones picks it up. Looking to get a 4th for OCSC. Salgado, good defensive play. Gonna take it all the way, Omar Salgado. Until he doesn't. Freddie Adu. Mendiola cuts it back. Mendiola still with it. Finally poked away by Cronali, and a goal kick for Casey Byers.
Salgado and Mendiola continue to impress for the visitors. The substitute have really made an impact for Las Vegas Lights.
Gio Ramos-Godoy getting ready to come on. Rafael Garcia, meanwhile, looks like he's going to get a substitute as well. Darwin Jones just stretching out his teammate, Joe Amico. And it's Juan Carlos Garcia, 32-year-old from Mexico City, coming on. And Garcia coming off.
Makes the note on my team sheet a little bit easier. Garcia for Garcia. As long as you get my numbers right, I'm okay.
Well, there was only 3 possible substitutions tonight for Las Vegas if Ricardo Ferreño wasn't getting taken off. Salgado plays it out wide. Mendiola offside.
Looks to the heavens in frustration. He's had some really good opportunities in this second half. Hasn't been able to put any of them away. Goes back to the focus and discipline in the match. Has to find a way to stay on side in that situation. Pull out wide and create more of an angle.
19 for 13.
Manage it, Aiden. Next up. Manage it.
We're into the 90th minute. Orange County well on their way to 3 points after pumping in 3 goals.
Braden Cloutier telling his team to manage the free kick, manage the remainder of the match. That's not doing it.
Well, Quinn will find it anyway.
Coming off.
And it's going to be Gio Ramos-Godoy coming on. And Darwin Jones coming off. So both sides have made all 3 of their substitutions, and substitutions brought to you by Shire. And Gio Ramos-Godoy is very much become the super sub for Braden Cloutier. Comes on with just a few minutes remaining.
2 outside midfielders tonight for Orange County did a good shift. Segba's being a sacrificial lamb after Rolls had been sent off. Jones coming off now. Yeah, Mendiola is offsides. Demonstrates that he wasn't.
We'll have 3 minutes of stoppage time, and stoppage time is brought to you by Synchronicity. Frustrating night overall for Las Vegas. Matt, what changed for the first 15-20 minutes?
You have a disciplined team, an organized team in Orange County that possess the ball well and move off of the possession well. They're able to complete that first pass, and if you do take the gamble and try and press high, as Las Vegas do, if you're beaten by that first pass, then there is that space to exploit. And Orange County have that movement and nous about them that they're able to take advantage of it.
Certainly credit to Orange County, who in the midweek matchup after a very emotional win against Phoenix Rising FC in the Valley of the Sun, able to find a way to get a result at home. And continuing to feed the two beasts up top, Michael Seaton and Thomasina Voltson. Carter Manley taken down out wide.
Number 2 confirmed?
I'm confirming. Can you confirm?
Number 2. Number 2.
Vegas?
Huh?
Number 2 for Vegas?
Yeah. No, wrong channel.
Number 2 for
Kevin Alston just shown a yellow as the ball whipped in, skirting past everybody, including Casey Byers.
The shape on the service was correct, but where were the runs?
46.
Orange County not doing the best job of managing the game. When they win a free kick, the service hasn't been to a teammate, making the silly decision to concede a free kick at the beginning of Las Vegas's attacking third. Alston with the yellow.
Bierman running out of real estate, and Las Vegas most certainly running out of time. The second consecutive loss after trading wins and losses for the past 4 games or so. Meanwhile, Orange County SC will extend their unbeaten streak to 7. Haven't lost in over a month. Last loss coming against LA Galaxy 2. Duke still battling to the end. Freddie Adu brings it down. Knocked off the ball, and a free kick coming for Vegas. They try to play it quickly, but Tim Ford will not allow it, as it was about 5 yards ahead of where the foul was spotted. And this very well could be the last kick of the game.
It's the height difference there from Canali against Adu. Let the central defender down. Again, it comes down to managing the end of the game for Orange County. See with the 2-goal lead. It's probably too big of a hill for Las Vegas Lights to climb. You don't want to concede these chances.
Freddie Adu. Salgado locates it. Check the watch from Tim Ford. Avia. Good strike. And it just sails wide. And that's going to do it. Orange County SC, 7 unbeaten. Michael Seaton and Thomasina Voltson steal the show. Seaton at the brace and an assist. Thomasina Voltson with his 14th goal of the season and 2 assists as well. And Braden Cloutier's side are flying. They're level with the Real Monarchs on points in the Western Conference table. They still remain in 2nd place. But Orange County SC with a magnificent performance. Matt Stubbington, your thoughts?
It was a very good performance from Orange County tonight. A difficult game. Las Vegas are a very difficult opponent to play against. They came out with a lot of energy, and it took a while for Orange County to get the measure of their opponents this evening. When they did, they were able to get those 3 unanswered goals to come out with the victory. It was finding the space available, and Seaton and Anna Voltson, with their understanding of each other and the understanding of where that space was, led to the fact that they were able to exploit the opportunities that were presented to them from Las Vegas. And in the end, the Orange County team were just too organized in the way they played the game tonight.
Well, despite Andre Rawls being sent off in the 56th minute, Orange County hang on to win, and not only hang on, but add to their total to make it a 3-1 victory. And the big one's man of the match is none other than Michael Seaton.
Well, very well deserved. He did a fantastic job tonight. A really good shift for him. Big smile on his face, and well, there might be. He's had a really good week. The 2 goals and the assist that he had against Phoenix Rising. And he just keeps going from strength to strength. And his partnership up top with Annie Voltson is going from strength to strength.
Well, we'll head into the post-game show. Orange County 3, Las Vegas Lights FC 1. Michael Seaton continues to tear up the Western Conference. And OCSC now level with the Real Monarchs in the Western Conference standings on points. We'll be back in just a few moments.
At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you.
There's a look at our big ones man of the match, Michael Seaton, 4 goals and 2 assists in the last 2 games. At the brace for Braden Cloutier yet again. And he is just in some type of form. Thomasina Voltson also got one. That's his 14th of the season. He currently leads the 2018 USL Golden Boot Race. And we'll take a look at the full-time highlights, which are presented by Destination Irvine and Matt Stubbington. Las Vegas off to a good start in the 16th minute. Matt Thomas.
That was a great ball played in by Avila, and Matt Thomas, he reacted first to the cross coming in. Orange County caught ball watching a little bit. Hit the crossbar with his first effort. He then reacted to the rebound and put it past Rolls into the back of the net. Fine effort from Thomas tonight. And this was Annie Volson's tying goal. It was played in from Seaton, who had checked back to the ball. Early touch out to that far sideline. Annie Volson looks up to see if the pressure's coming, seeing if he needs to find a teammate on the pass. In the end, he just puts it in the back of the net beautifully with the right foot. His 14th of the year.
Well, Las Vegas got off to a quick start, but their lead and really their chance in this game was short-lived. 3 minutes later, Michael Seaton by way of Thomasina Voltson. That makes it 2-1.
Beautiful collection of the ball from Annie Voltson. Collects it beautifully with the right foot. Heads it down to himself. Looks around, knows where his teammate is. Seaton had pulled away to create the space. And then he calmly puts it into the back of the net for the 2-1 lead. Now we move to the second half. And I thought that the moment had passed as he's trying to drag that ball forwards with the left peg. Able to do so, get it into his stride. Alfredo was left hanging out to dry, didn't know whether to come or whether to go back to his goal line. In the end, he did neither. And Seaton did a great job getting the 3-1 lead at that point, and that was all Orange County needed.
And that was 9 minutes after Andre Rawls had been sent off for collecting the ball outside of his penalty area and apparently denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. We'll take a look at the stats from tonight's 90 minutes, and Matt, you know, it's just wildly efficient from Orange County. The possession statistic for Braden Cloutier's side is usually much higher, but given the fact that they were down a man for basically the majority of the second half, this isn't surprising.
Yeah, the stats from the possession flip-flopped for the last part of the game. When the red card happened, Orange County had about 60% of the possession. The efficiency on the shots is really out there for everybody to see. 9 shots, 4 on target. For Las Vegas, they had a lot of shots, but only 2 on target. That's not good enough. You've got to do better. Your efficiency in front of net has got to improve, and the discipline of the runs in the box has to be better for Las Vegas Lights if they're going to find a way to get the wins that they need to get into the top 8. Orange County, though, they're doing a great job of finishing the job tonight.
Las Vegas, 2 straight losses as they continue to try to make a push for the 2018 USL Cup playoffs. Meanwhile, Orange County SC, quite the different story. They win 3-1. It's now 7 matches unbeaten, and they're level with the Real Monarchs in the Western Conference standings as far as points are concerned. For Outstanding Crew and Matt Stubbington, I'm Tyler Terrence saying so long for now. Final score, Orange County 3, Vegas 1.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.